In our last lesson, we talked about paragraph organization. You remember topic sentences, supporting sentences, and the concluding sentence. In this lesson, we're talking about two more important things in paragraph organization: unity and coherence. Unity simply means that all the sentences support the topic and the controlling idea. The supporting sentences must support the topic using examples, details, definitions, or steps. And then the concluding sentence must restate the topic sentence. Let's take a moment and look at an example. Notice in this example that one sentence does not support the topic sentence. As I read, see if you can find that one sentence that does not support the topic. With the widespread use of the cell phone, many teenagers have become addicted to texting. The average teenager texts 2,000 to 3,000 messages every month. Companies are developing new ways of communicating globally. This addiction has caused alarm as teenagers prefer to communicate even in the same room by texting. Experts suggest that parents should limit cell phone use to help teenagers overcome their addictions. As we read the paragraph, did you notice a sentence that breaks unity? Let's look at the paragraph again. The topic sentence says, many teenagers have become addicted to texting. Which sentence in the paragraph does not support the topic? Notice a sentence in the middle of the paragraph. Companies are developing new ways to communicate globally. This sentence is about companies developing new ways to communicate globally. It is not about teenagers becoming addicted to texting. This sentence breaks the unity of the paragraph. The other aspect that is needed is coherence. Coherence simply means that the sentences are organized to flow smoothly. There are three basic ways that writers organize their paragraph: time, order of importance, and space. If the writer uses time, then they use words or phrases that establish time, such as arrive, leave, walk, or morning, afternoon, evening, or after, before, and so on. The following paragraph is organized by time. As I read the paragraph, see if you can identify the words or phrases that show time. Mount Whitney is a favorable trail to climb for many hikers every summer. The highest peak rises some 14,756 feet above sea level. Many hikers leave base camp early in the morning and hike all day until they reach a place called trail camp. Trail camp is about 10,000 feet, and it is a good stopping place to acclimatize to the higher elevations before moving on. One of the highlights of the trip is a view from the summit of the sunrise coming up over Death Valley. Because many hikers do not want to miss this spectacular view, they rise early before the sunrise and hike in the dark to the top. If they are fortunate to arrive just before the dawn, they will experience one of nature's finest moments. Were you able to identify the words that showed time? Let's go back and take another look at our paragraph again. Mount Whitney is a favorable trail to climb for many hikers every summer. The highest peak raises some 14,756 feet above sea level. Many hikers leave base camp early in the morning and hike all day until they reach a place called trail camp. Trail camp is about 10,000 feet, and it is a good stopping place to acclimatize to the higher elevations before moving on. One of the highlights of the trip is a view from the summit of the sunrise coming up over Death Valley. Because many hikers do not want to miss this spectacular view, they rise early before the sunrise and hike in the dark to the top. If they are fortunate to arrive just before the dawn, they will experience one of nature's finest moments. These words and phrases organize the paragraph according to time. Let's take a look at a paragraph organized by space now. If the writer uses space, then the writer uses words that establish location. Let's take a look at the paragraph. Wapiti Zoo is a real experience that is not easily forgotten. As soon as visitors enter the gates, signs begin to give directions to the various exhibits of the park. Following the signs for Australian outback, visitors find a rich exhibit of kangaroos and koalas. On the other side of the road is a rather large enclosure of Australian plant life and birds. And just ahead is an impressive exhibit of an Australian swamp complete with crocodiles. Many people every year experience the zoo's rich animal and plant life. And if the writer uses order of importance, then the writer uses words that establish a sequence such as first thing, next, or finally. Listen as I read a paragraph where the writer uses order of importance to organize his paragraph. Registering for college courses can be difficult if the process is not understood well. The first thing new students should do is make an appointment with an academic advisor. An advisor can help students make better decisions on which classes to take and what order to take them in. Next, students should find maps and material on the registration process and make sure they understand them well before registration day. And finally, when students are registering for classes, they should make sure they arrive on time, as registration can take time to complete. In this lesson, we have looked at unity and coherence. As you write your paper for this lesson, remember, unity means all sentences support the topic, and coherence means the sentences in the paragraph are organized to flow smoothly. Until next time, this has been Richard Kerrigan with ELLcenter.org.